everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Trish. I am an ambulatory wheelchair user, and I use this channel to share what my day-to-day life is like. I hope you are all doing well and not too stressed out about the holidays. Today, I want to talk about choosing a wheelchair-friendly gym and how to stay as active as possible as a person with a disability. I know firsthand the struggles of finding a gym that is not only wheelchair accessible, but also that is a welcoming environment. So let's dive into the importance of accessibility and what to look for in a gym.
First things first, accessibility. Traditional gyms are usually not very wheelchair accessible. Uneven floors, narrow entryways, and equipment not designed for disabled people can make it a real struggle. However, staying active is crucial for our well-being, both physically and mentally. For me, opting for a wheelchair-friendly gym has been a game changer. It's all about finding an environment that supports the journey to a healthier lifestyle. So what should you look for when choosing the right gym? Well, first up is location. Finding a gym close to home is not just convenient, it also increases the likelihood that you'll go. If you are like me, you can't drive very far independently and need to be close to home in case your symptoms flare up while you're out. There is nothing scarier than being somewhere and not being able to get home. It has happened to me several times, and it just leaves you feeling powerless. So, the closer to your home, the better. And of course, we can't forget about parking and accessible entrances. Having good accessible parking is essential. The place I go to has no curbs near the handicap spaces, making it extremely easy to get from my car to the sidewalk in my wheelchair, and I love it. I've honestly not seen too many designs similar to theirs. Now let's talk about the gym itself. From adaptive machines to spacious pathways, these elements make a significant difference in our ability to engage in a full range of exercises. I cannot use just any exercise equipment. Things like a treadmill or a typical exercise bike do not work for me because I am too physically weak to stand upright and exercise. I can use a recumbent bike or hand pedals though, and the facility I picked has both of those things. They also have an indoor track, which I use to go around in my wheelchair to help increase the distance I can push myself. I currently cannot get very far at all on that track, but slow progress is progress. Don't forget to consider the overall layout of the gym. If the gym has multiple levels, make sure they have an elevator that is well maintained. And make sure you can get in and out of the locker room as well.
Now I want to share a little bit more about my experience finding a gym as a disabled person. When I was diagnosed with both an autoimmune disorder and EDS in September, the doctor put me on a new medication, and she said that once that medication kicked in, she would like me to either get a course of physical therapy or go to the gym. With insurance the way it is in the US, physical therapy costs me $60 a session. So if they want me to come twice, that is $120 a week. That is just not something I can afford, so I started to look into gym memberships. I currently go 2 to 3 days a week, as long as my symptoms allow it. I have an extremely dynamic disability. There are days where I cannot leave the house no matter how bad I want. I am lucky I can navigate around my house on those days. But I have tried to get into a routine. Last week, my fatigue was very severe, and I only made it there once, and that was to watch my daughter swim. I have not noticed any decrease in fatigue or increase in strength yet, but I am hopeful that I might see those things in the future.
I know that not everyone has access to a wheelchair-friendly gym, but that doesn't mean you can't try to stay active when your symptoms allow. Let's talk about alternative ways to keep moving outside the gym. From adaptive sports to home workouts and outdoor activities, there are plenty of options. It's about finding what works best for you and fits into your lifestyle. Remember, staying active is a holistic journey, and it goes beyond the walls of a gym. Staying active also looks different for everyone. Some people with similar medical conditions as me have a much higher tolerance for exercise than I do. And other people may have a similar level of fatigue and other symptoms, but do not have access to a custom manual wheelchair like I do. So their activity will look different than mine in both these situations, and that is all okay.
All right, that wraps up today's discussion on choosing a wheelchair-friendly gym and staying active as a disabled person. Remember, it's not simply about finding a gym, it's about finding a community that will support you on your journey. I'd love to hear about your experience using a gym as a disabled person and any tips you may have for others, so don't forget to leave a comment. I'd love it if you liked the video, subscribed if you're new, and if you hit that notification bell, you'll never miss a new video. I do this almost every day, so I will see you soon.